This will tell you how fucking sheltered Irish boys, small town Irish boys we were. Pain au chocolat, chocolate croissants changed our fucking life. So we, every morning up the bakery, a big bag of chocolate croissants.
I don't, off the top of my head, I can't really think of funny stuff. I mean, all of this footage is up on YouTube, either the band's YouTube or my personal one.
And these microwave pizzas. So in the end, we just ended up, this might not seem like the most interesting part of things, but for us, chocolate croissants and microwave pizza became our entire diet.
The funniest story you can think of right now is, most stories involve us picking on Niall. Sorry, Niall. I remember when we were over there, we did shopping at the start, and Niall had bought this big container of salt. Man, fucking loves salt on everything. And we hid it on him. We hid it on him, and every day we put this little petite small bowl of salt on the table for him every day. You know, we're looking out for you, man. Come on. And then on the flight home, literally boarding flight, dude, here's your salt container. That was funny.
And it changed our lives completely, because they were trying to get us to, oh, try French food, try this, we're trying this. So that EP, or that album is fueled by chocolate croissants, microwave pizza or oven pizza, and for the guys anyway, beer.
I remember Martin falling asleep a lot. That was funny too. Poor fella. Yeah, it's to eat, man.
So when we were told we were going to be recording in the south of France, we had a particular idea of what we thought south of France was going to be. Parties and blah, 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 blah. And when they told us where we were going to record, they were like, oh yeah, it's 30 minutes from Saint-Tropez, it's near Saint-Tropez, Saint Raphael, it's down from Nice. We were like, beach parties, fuck like that. So we ended up in a place called Saint-Aygulf. And Saint-Aygulf was not a party place. And I remember we were asking Cal about it, because what had happened was we decided, okay, let's get out of the studio, let's go walk and get some lunch. And we walked around this town, and it was, you know, you have 5 heavy metal guys from Ireland, like one of the guys big long dreadlocks, me big long hair and everything like that, and we just got stared at by these locals everywhere, and everything was closed, and we were like, what the fuck is going on? So we went back to ask Cal, we're like, what's going on? Thought this was kind of like a party place. And Cal is obviously French, his English is not 100%, so he was like, this is a place where people come to die. And we were like, what? Retirement area. It's a retirement area. Okay. So they told us we were going to be in a party part of south of France, which is true, but we were in a fucking retirement village as these 5 heavy metal dudes. So that was fun, interesting.
I see, it's funny. All these bands are like, oh my god, guys, we're totally going up to Siberia so we get a proper metal sound. Here's what Revenant do. We go to the south of France for fucking 10 days. I do cocaine! Right, and basically chill out and enjoy the sun.
I remember when we were taking our stuff out of Cal's car, I remember having my suitcase, and as I was passing the front of it, one of the wheels scraped the hood of his car. And Brendan saw me do that, and I never admitted to it till now, so hopefully enough time has passed. Sorry, Cal. It was a Toyota Corolla. I'm sure he's over it by now. I'm not sure if he even saw it.
And then in the studio themselves, it was, yeah, pure chaos. Like, I don't want to tell some of the stories, because some of the stories are less flattering for others than they are for some of us came out of it looking well, some of us it was less flattering, so some of the stories I'll just keep for the band, but it was a more pleasant experience for some of us than others. So before, whatever we recorded, unless there was an obvious fuck up, that's what we kept. And with Cal, it wasn't like that. It was everything has to be perfect. And so this was, we were pushed. We were pushed to step up as musicians, as vocalists. We were asked to step up. We were asked to get to another level. And it wasn't a one step up. I can say we were expected to jump 5 steps. steps in our development in that 1 week or 10 days that we had.
Again, just the quality, the standard that you have to hold yourself to going over there, you know. And like, it's not that it was a strict bang bang bang. Well, there was moments where he was, but that was just him pulling us out of the hole.
So for the drummer, he struggled with keeping to the metronome, because we had written all these weird timing signatures and stuff like that we didn't really even realize we were doing these weird timing signatures. We couldn't pull it off perfectly.
No, that was a mistake. Yeah. Very small, but still a mistake. I can do it again.
The guitars, like, you know, playing perfectly, no sliding or any, like, you had to get everything perfect. And it's great that Cal kept us to that, because that stayed with us for the rest of our careers, even now 20 years later. So it was just such a huge step up for everybody. And again, credit to Cal, he made us do it, and credit to us for stepping up, but I'll give Cal a lot of the credit for that one.
Yeah, if we want to be like who we listen to, we got to play like who we listen to, and we have just be professional. And yeah, that's the biggest thing I took from him that we still use now.
So we came back to Ireland, and it wasn't that long afterwards, but we got our first listen to things. And I think the first one we got to listen to was God Complex, which was the collaboration that we did with Cal.
And like, the song did have Cal on guest vocals, which is cool as well. You know, it was melodic vocals, kind of new metal vocals, if you think about it. Because the riff he's singing over it does have that new metal twang to it.
Okay.
Hello.
You missed the heavy one.
And oh my God, we're like, I remember Colin called me, he was like, Brendan, you have to hear this, you have to hear what it sounds like.
You know, even now I still listen to that song and I'm like, hell yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, we're a real band now. Like, holy shit, that sounds like a professional band.
Even when we were tracking guitars, because the drums had been edited and presented, here's how the drums are going to sound, we were doing guitars on it, and we were like, oh my God, even just unmixed guitar drums was just mind-blowing to us. We could not get over how good it sounded. And we couldn't wait to get home and show everybody, you know. And that was one thing. First song we recorded over there was Relic, and that was a song we just knew it. We were just blasted through it, no problem. And so, even though we were kind of tired of that song, hearing it like that kind of rejuvenated our enthusiasm for it.
We used to hear this thing from Slipknot. Slipknot used to say that whenever they got their music back, they would go and listen to it in their car. So we'd all listen separately in our, you know, me at home or whatever. But we were like, we have to do what Slipknot do. We have to go listen in a shitty car speaker, and if it sounds good in a shitty car speaker, it's gonna sound good everywhere. And so we did. We sat in one of the guys' cars and we put it to the shitty speaker, and it sounded awesome. So we were like, okay, that's what Slipknot do, so we're good. So that's what we did. It was when we finally realized we're onto something special here, and fuck, we might actually be a real band.
And like, yeah, we only had a couple of months to write the rest of the songs. We had Relic and Bioburden, and I think Second Rising was one we had done. Despise was more or less finished. But there was 4 other songs we had to like bam, 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 put out really quickly, and it was cool. It was a really good pressure to have, if I'm honest. But like Relic and Bioburden, they would be the most revenant-y songs on the album, so they kind of, you know, they sound like those, and then the rest of the songs get more technical. So it was a good mix. It was cool evolution to document.
So we decided, you know what, let's go all in. Let's get the EP or the album as big as we can be. So we said, okay, let's, you know, we got Cal coming in to do a guest vocalist on God Complex. So he came in on that.
The music quality of this is so good, we can't just CDR it or do what we did previously.
And then we decided to go for our artwork for the album. We was like, let's go with Dennis Sibigen, who was a really famous album designer at the time.
But he would have done artwork for bands that we were listening to a lot at that time. So bands like, you know, Chimera, Job for a Cowboy, we love Job for a Cowboy.
So we just decided, you know what, we've spent all this money going to France. Let's go fucking all in. Let's just change every expectation that an Irish band is supposed to be when you release your album or whatever.
And like even that summer we had been to a lot of concerts, we played a lot of gigs, we went to Download 2007 and we just absorbed so much of it, and we just went into the studio and let it all out. It was class.
So we just said, fuck it, the goal originally was just record an album. Later it was, let's go all in on ourselves, let's bet on ourselves, and let's change the fucking way Irish bands do things.
That really fucking hurt.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I know it's good.